What's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're gonna go over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, December 9th. If you're brand new, welcome to the channel, guys. We do this watch list video every single Tuesday night. Haven't missed a Tuesday night all year, and we plan on keeping it strong for 2020. So if you like what we got going on, hit the like button, subscribe. I think there's like a little alert. You can get alert every Tuesday or whenever we come with any other video. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you take away some good information. And just like any of our videos, that's our goal. We're going to go ahead and dive into our watch list for tonight. We're actually in a stock overnight, so we'll make sure we talk about that first. And then we'll talk about all the other stocks that we're watching that could line up with potential plays for tomorrow morning. Recap back to last watch list. If you guys were with us, you saw that we had TSNP on there for a panic dip buy. If you watched that one, you got to experience it. You got to see us be able to profit on that one the next morning. It actually played out perfectly to what we talked about last Tuesday. And we actually able to profit a little bit over 15% in 6 minutes on that. And that was really just being prepared. It was spending the extra minutes here in this video and just looking at the stocks after hours when everything's calmed down, going through the couple stocks on the watch list, and then just being prepped in the morning in that first 30 minutes when we're watching for these plays to play out. And that one lined up perfectly. So big shout out, first things first, to the stock for lining up. Shout out to the team. Some people actually grabbed that and tagged TSNP dip buy as well. So that will go ahead and lead us into our watch list of stocks. So on the left side is our watch list, and on the right side is TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. First stock we're going to talk about is a stock we're in overnight. It's CYDY. This is an OTC first green day. That's a pattern that we're playing here. And it has a history of spiking in the recent past. So as you can see, earlier this year in June, CYDY just went wild, going all the way from $3 all the way up to $10. And then after that, you know, when it had a first green day after the big dip, it went again from $3 and bounced 100% to go to $6.50. If you've been with us, you know how these first green days act. So we're just looking to play it as a straightforward first green day where we got in at the end of the day. As you can see, we got in at 326 at 354. So it was only 6 minutes left. And we did that because we really wanted CYDY to prove itself to us and to hold some support, which it did. And now that we have that support down there at 311, we really wanted to get a dip closer to that, but into the close, it really never dipped. So we went ahead, we took the swing. What we're looking for tomorrow is for it to gap up over 333 and then push, so that way we could sell into that push. We're looking for just like a single here with CYDY, nothing crazy. Again, just a straightforward first green day. Next stock that we have on the list, it's CRIS, C-R-I-S. And this stock is on our list because it is a Nasdaq supernova that ran 300% plus, and it held that into the close. It actually ran 400% plus at its peak, but it held 300% into the close. Since it created some nice support, as you can see, this is the one day of CRIS, this wild run up. It's actually looking like that it might, as crazy as it sounds, be able to go again. And if it does go again, then we're going to be looking for a potential short here. Alright, so let's talk about why CRIS spiked and why we're looking to short it. So it's CRIS spiked because they came out with news in the morning that they had some encouraging data on their leukemia study. And, you know, it started off with that push. And this is a low float stock, so it lines up with the criteria for this to become a big runner. And that's exactly what happened. As you can see on the 1 year, it is at all-time highs. After that volume came in and pushed it in the morning, as you can see it dipped, but it never really cracked here and it held VWAP. So very nice. If you're a shorter, you do not want to rush into this, okay? If you're brand new, shorting is betting against the stock. The big risk about shorting is that there's an infinite amount of risk, okay? This stock could easily go from 650 on and on and on, and that will not be good. So we are in no rush. This is one of our 4 patterns to short. We are in no rush because it's not lining up with our short pattern yet. But we are going to keep an eye on it because it is up 350%. And even though it has encouraging leukemia drug news, it shouldn't make the stock spike this much. So a big pullback is going to happen. It's just being able to get it at the right time. So that's what we're doing now. We're just watching it and we're letting it line up. And if this one does continue because it created that support today, we're going to look at the next resistance from tomorrow to see if that could be the ultimate resistance for this stock to finally start coming down. So we'll be watching for the weakness here. Again, not in any rush. awesome to see the stock run. Rooting for these stocks to just keep spiking because it allows other stocks to spike in sympathy. So good to see a stock that's spiking big, but ran a little bit too much. So looking to short this one if it goes again. CRIS. Next stock on the list, I love talking about these kind of stocks because it's our OTC runners. This is S4, SFOR, and look at this amazing stock. It ended up closing up 1,100%. Unbelievable. So an 1,000% plus OTC runner, and now we're watching it for a potential big dip buy. Ideally, this dip buy happens tomorrow morning. S4, just an amazing run up, and that is why we love these stocks. This is why we're so excited to trade these stocks every day. This is why we want to expose this niche. A lot of people have the wrong perspective on it, and it's honestly doable. Anybody could trade these kind of stocks. Look at this stock in just one day. This just shows you the potential of some of these. It spiked all the way from 0.00034 to 0.035. So just an amazing move, being able to see that in one day. But now, you know that it's ran up so much, you do not want to reach, okay? S4, they started off with news at 8:30 announcing a new video conferencing program or platform, and that made this thing run, and that's what started this boost. But now, you know that it's up so much, up 1,100%. I mean, even being up 300% is enough. So being up 1,100%, you don't want to reach and buy this one on any kind of breakout. You want to wait to see this thing get that big dip. All right, and that is definitely going to come. So we're going to keep a close eye on this just because, look at this. I mean, just in power alone, the last hour, this stock went from 0.0094, so a penny, to 3.5, 350%. With this one, if it does start to get the sellers in the morning, you really want to watch the L2s to watch when, you know, the buying start to take over at these key support spots. So this is so fresh, you know, 171. We'll see how it acts there, and you know if the selling pressure is still there, then you got 124. So we got those two spots. We'll see. All right, last but not least, guys, we have 3 OTC stocks that were amazing runners last week. They all went up over 400%, but all these have closed weak. So now that they had that 400% run up, and to be able to see that 400% in a couple of days, like where are you seeing that in the market? So reality does start to kick in sooner or later, even with these penny stocks. And reality's starting to settle in, it looks like, with each one of these three, ENZC, TSNP, and STHC. These three, again, were all 400% runners, and they all closed weak today. So got some selling into the close. And so since they did finally get that selling into that close, that bearish sign into the close, we are now watching for panic dip buys on all 3 of these, because they ran so much that they got to have a pullback just like the other one. So for each one of these, we're going to be watching these throughout the week. Ideally, the panics happen in the morning for these ones. And if they do happen, we're watching some key support spots for each one of these to come down to. You know, you're just looking at one TSMP, but if you look at each one of them, they're all similar where, you know, they have run-ups going all the way up. You can see just on this recent run-up in TSMP, these past 4 days, it went from 13 all the way up to 35. Almost 36, so almost 300%, pretty much 300% in those 3 days. And that's what we're seeing with these stocks. It's awesome to see it. We freaking love it. These OTC stocks are heating up, and that just shows the potential of when these things get breakouts. Look how crazy they run. And that's one of our favorite patterns to play. You know, those breakouts of those first green days. You know, they're getting these crazy runs, and then they're just getting overextended. They keep on running on each one of these. If they do get the panic, we're looking for the support spots. ENZC has multi-day support at 7. TSNP has multi-day support at 24. And STHC has support at 0.05. All right, so watch those spots, and let's see throughout the week when these things will get that panic. Again, we want to see a big dip that comes down 20, 30, 40% quick in a couple minutes. Okay, we don't want to see these things trickle down. We won't be interested. If you're in the sniper chat, you know that we got your back. We'll be watching these ones. Everyone else, put these down on your list, add them to your own brokerage account, and keep an eye on each one. And let's make some money together, guys. All right, let's get rich together. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in every single Tuesday night with us. For the Sniper team, we have Webinar Wednesday tomorrow. Looking forward to that. We'll have another green week to talk about, so make sure we dive into that. For everyone else, thanks for tuning in tonight. We have big things coming for the Sniper world, all right? Excited to announce that for 2021. It's right around the corner. Much love, my sniper team. Talk to you guys next week. See you guys.